Okay, welcome to episode 2 of Flipping a House with the Paul Rushforth team and our savvy investor client, Chris Cowan. So Chris, this is after our first week of your flip, and what types of challenges did you face this week?
The first week actually has gone pretty good. It hasn't gone as planned, but it actually went really well. I've had my contractors come in, they've taken a look, we've gone through. I've gotten some quotes, which is great. We've started on that, so I now starting to get numbers in, trying to figure out what it's going to cost me to do this whole flip. So coming up about 2 or 3 weeks time, Shoeless Roofing is going to come in. They're going to do the roof, so that's all lined up. We have Kimber Plumbing is going to come in and do some plumbing for us. Jeff Latham from Medhem Electric, they'll be coming in to do some upgrading of the electrical panel, stuff like that. It's something that's probably been here since it was put in, so we need to add to that. Patrick from Mr. Foundation came in, gave us a quote for the basement. I was thinking huge numbers, and it's actually quite manageable. So next week, gonna have to dig a few holes in the basement, open up the floor. An engineering company is gonna come in. I want to make sure I do the fix properly.
Right.
I don't want to be selling a house where it's going to cause problems to the homeowner when they buy it, and also to me down the road, because they can come back at me, and I don't want to do that. The basement was kind of key. It was sort of foundation work. When you start getting problems with your foundation, you start getting concerned. Lucked out. Patrick came in from Mr. Foundation. We went down, took a look around. He's not seeing any signs of moisture. So we're going to come in. As I said, we're going to bring an environmental engineer. We'll dig a couple holes. They're going to take a look, make sure everything's cool. We'll take a good chunk out of the floor, and we'll take a chunk out of the bad spot on the floor. Compare the two so they can see maybe what is causing the problem. Fix it up properly. They're going to come in, we'll cement it over, and the price was a lot better than what I originally thought.
Perfect. That's great. So if you're going to do it, you want to do it right, and as far as we know, there isn't a water problem in the basement, so that's fantastic. So we'll take a look inside at what Chris has done this week, and then we'll go from there.
All right, so as I mentioned before, the front entranceway, we'll have some pictures up on the internet here shortly for that. Last week there was this ugly looking railing across the front steps here. It took all of 20 minutes, simple fix, but as you can see, really opens up the area, makes it nice and clean. There definitely needs to be some repainting of the posts, but something simple like that has definitely changed the view of the front of the house. So we're hanging out in the bathroom, well, what used to be the bathroom. This was really actually planned for last week. As I mentioned, was fortunate enough to have my dad come help me for the last couple of days. Our main goal was to sort of take out the bathtub. Cast iron, the heaviest thing in the world. I've never experienced lifting anything that heavy before, but it was awkward, and now I know why they've gone to so much lighter things. So this is the bathroom. We did a complete gut, took out all the drywall so we can put in when we redo the bathroom. It's going to be a 6-foot bathtub here. We're going to put new fixtures. We're going to have a multi-jet shower head come down here, new taps, new faucet. We're also going to put the proper drywall back here, something that's going to be waterproof, water resistant, mold resistant, so that's going to make sure that everything sort of is up to code. Back then things were a little bit lax. We want to make sure that everything's done properly this time. The tile is already bought. The toilet here is gone, and that is now sitting outside in the garage. Fortunately enough, I was able to save it, and what we're going to do is we're going to make sure as much of the stuff as we can in the house. Some of the doors aren't usable, but some of the stuff is. So stuff like the toilet and anything else we can, we're going to save it. We're going to send it off for Habitat for Humanity to their resale store, so they'll be able to resell it. Who knows, maybe somebody will want to buy it for their cottage or something like that. But if it can be reused, if we can keep it out of landfills, we can definitely do something. Another thing, when we found out when we were looking at moving air ducts around and all that stuff, Taylor from Bruce Mechanical found a hole in the floor, or actually in the ceiling of the basement downstairs. We weren't too sure what it was, or where it was, or why it was there. So we ended up doing a little investigating, and we'll show you the drawer but whoever lived here before, the gentleman created a laundry chute.
Well, fantastic. So it looks like you've done a lot of work this week, and we do have 7 weeks ahead of us still. So this week there's a lot of stuff going on, but as we know, things change, and we'll see what we get done for the next episode. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.